Pastors, ministers, rabbis, Deputy Prime Minister Gavoka, other ministers of state, Ambassador Maimon, Mayor Tate, parliamentary representatives, including those from the Knesset, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Boker Tov and Shalom. I am so honored to join you all this morning in prayer for Jerusalem, the cradle of our faith, the cradle of our civilization, Ir HaKodesh, the holy city. I was so moved by your earlier devotion, and Birgitta, if you're still in the room, your voice is truly a gift. My name is David Ossip, and I'm president of the New South Wales Jewish Board of Deputies, the representative body for the Jewish community of New South Wales. I come here today to speak on behalf of the 45,000 Jews of New South Wales, and I come bearing their deep appreciation for the support of every single person in this room, for standing with the nation of Israel, and for standing with the Jewish people. As we all know, the scriptures long ago foretold of the return of the Jewish people to the land of Zion. As it says in Psalm 126, B'shuv Hashem et Shivat Zion hayinu kuchomim. When the Lord returns the exiled to Zion, we shall be like dreamers. And yet for centuries, it seemed so unlikely that the Jewish people would be restored to their ancestral homeland. So unlikely that many struggled to conceive of a literal fulfillment of this promise. Indeed, this uncertainty continued until the final moments before Israel was established. We forget that 75 years ago, as David Ben-Gurion, the first Prime Minister of Israel, was preparing to declare the establishment of the state, he received advice from his leading military advisor that the chances that Israel would survive an impending invasion by 5 surrounding states was less than 50%. The legendary US General, George Marshall, who by that time was serving as US Secretary of State, went further and advised Israel's leaders that it would likely be destroyed in any such war, merely 3 years after a third of the Jewish people had been murdered in the Holocaust. And yet, as we know, against all odds, with borrowed guns, deep ancestral yearning, and the promise of help from the Almighty, Israel declared independence, and an army full of survivors and refugees managed to defeat the more numerous and better equipped invaders. It was a miracle, a war not of independence but of survival, and a miracle like the later Six-Day War, a conspicuous miracle, and a miracle that has endured despite every conceivable challenge, each and every single day for the past 75 years. With Israel managing to foster and sustain a vibrant liberal democracy in the heart of the Middle East and to build a prosperous, technologically advanced metropolis out of the desert. For 2,000 years, through centuries of exile, persecution, inquisition, expulsion, pogrom and worse, the Jewish people never stopped dreaming about a return to the land of Israel. In the darkest of days and in the falsest of dawns, they never stopped dreaming about a refuge, a safe haven, about re-establishing sovereignty in our ancient homeland and re-establishing control over our own destiny. And surely we can only look at modern Israel today and say that it has progressed further than any of us could have ever dreamt. And how can we feel anything but blessed to be able to gather here this morning as witnesses to the fulfillment of a 3,800-year-old divine promise and the culmination of an almost 2,000-year-old journey. To be able to stand with each of you this morning and generations of Jews and Christians in spirit who didn't have this opportunity to celebrate the complete and radical transformation of the Jewish condition in such a short space of time. To stand here like dreamers when the dream has become a reality, when the prophecies have been fulfilled, and recognize and appreciate the modern miracle that is the state of Israel, and to simply feel one emotion, gratitude. So this morning is a time of gratitude and joy, and we stand in unity to pray. And I say, Hodul Hashem ki tov, ki leolam chasto. Give thanks to the Almighty, because his kindness endures forever. Od Avinu Chai, our Father in heaven still lives. Am Yisrael Chai, the Jewish people live. Thank you so much.